Bismillah walhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to Guess Who. If you were the ruler of a nation, what would you do? Being in a position like that would mean easy access to wealth and all of the pleasures of this dunya. But imagine the psychological burden that you would have to carry being responsible for an entire nation of people. The person I'm talking about today is Haroon al-Rashid, so congratulations to you if you got that right. He's been popularly depicted as a person who drowned himself in his own desires, through story tales such as 1001 Arabian Nights. But the historical reality of who Haroon al-Rashid was paints a vastly different picture. Haroon al-Rashid came from a noble background. He succeeded his brother Musa al-Hadi as Khalif after his sudden passing, and became Amir al-Mu'mineen 170 years after the Hijrah, at 25 years old. His rule is marked as a high point in the Abbasid era due to the great economic, scholarly, and military successes. During his reign, revenue reached 70,150,000 dinar, a steep increase from that of his predecessors. His rule is marked with the patronage of various scholars. Haroon al-Rashid had a love for knowledge himself, and his personal library became the foundation for Bayt al-Hikma, the House of Wisdom of Baghdad. At-Tabari reported that Haroon al-Rashid would alternate yearly between jihad and hajj. Whenever he would perform hajj, he would finance jurists and their families to come with him, and when he was off in war, the Khalif would request 300 men to perform hajj on his behalf. Of course, they were generously accommodated. When Nicephorus I usurped the Byzantine throne from Empress Irene, he sent a strongly worded letter to Haroon al-Rashid. The weak and faint-hearted Irene submitted to pay tribute to you. She ought to have made you pay tribute to her. Return to me all that she paid you, else the matter must be settled by the sword. So Haroon al-Rashid responded saying, Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. From Haroon al-Rashid, commander of the faithful, to Nicephorus, the Roman dog. I have read your letter. You shall not hear, but you shall see my reply. Long story short, after a brief war, Nicephorus agreed to pay Haroon al-Rashid his tribute. SubhanAllah, Haroon al-Rashid's life is filled with such fascinating and incredible stories. Stories that show what kind of character he really had. All of these historical accounts point to him being a man who was concerned with having taqwa and concerned for the affairs of the ummah. One night, Haroon al-Rashid saw a dream. Two hands holding red soil were presented before him, and a voice called out, "This is where you will meet your end." Later on, Haroon al-Rashid found himself traveling towards Khorasan, where he fell sick. He ordered his servant to bring him some dirt from the area. When the servant returned, Haroon al-Rashid was shocked. He said, "By Allah, this is the same hands and the same soil I saw in my dream." He ordered for his grave to be dug immediately, and when he was shown his place of rest, he wept. He said, "O son of Adam, this is where you shall meet your end." May Allah have mercy on him. He died 3 nights later, 193 years after the hijrah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Jazakallahu khairan for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed the work, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell, all those things. As for next week's Guess Who, we're going back in time a little bit to somebody who lived during the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She was a woman warrior who participated in various battles, and on one occasion was mistaken for Khalid ibn Walid radiyallahu anhu. So comment below, take your guesses about who you think this person is, and we'll catch you next week inshallah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.